presented by Pat's News Center. Here's the latest from Foxborough, and it might say more about the Patriots' current mindset than some fans realize. Pat's Nation. While the New England Patriots haven't made any moves just yet, they've clearly got an eye on reinforcing their secondary. According to Fox Sports insider Jordan Schultz, the team reached out to the Tennessee Titans about a potential trade for cornerback Jarvis Brownlee Jr. That's right. There was genuine interest in bringing the rookie DB to Foxborough before he ended up getting shipped to the New York Jets in a recent pick swap. Not exactly what Patriots fans wanted to hear, especially with another AFC East rival getting stronger in the process. Now, let's read between the lines here. The inquiry alone speaks volumes about how the Patriots are feeling about their cornerback depth, particularly with Christian Gonzalez still sidelined. Gonzalez hasn't played a snap this season thanks to a hamstring injury he picked up back in training camp. And while the team hasn't sounded the alarm, the fact that they were hunting for reinforcements might mean that his return isn't as close as we'd all hoped. But here's the kicker. Brownlee himself isn't fully healthy either. He missed week 3 with an ankle injury and isn't expected to jump right in for the Jets. So this wasn't a short-term Band-Aid move for the Pats. It was about building depth and planning ahead. In the meantime, Marcus Jones and newly acquired Carlton Davis have stepped into the top roles, doing their best to hold things down. Davis brings veteran experience, and Jones has flash talent. But let's face it, this is still a thin group. Behind them, only Charles Woods and Alex Austin remain. Woods has mostly been used on special teams, and Austin, while serviceable, isn't exactly a lockdown presence. With just 4 corners on the roster, the interest in Brownlee makes perfect sense. Whether the Pats didn't meet Tennessee's asking price or simply lost out to the Jets' offer, the takeaway is the same. New England is actively looking. Whether that's through the trade market or scouring the waiver wire, expect Bill Belichick and company to keep exploring options. So for the Foxborough faithful, keep your eyes peeled. The roster might be quiet for now, but the front office isn't sitting still. There's a need, and it sounds like the Patriots are ready to make a move if the right opportunity comes along. The Foxborough faithful who know that winning football isn't just about touchdowns and highlight reels. It's about execution, accountability, and veterans setting the tone. And in week 3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Stefon Diggs gave Pat's Nation a masterclass in what leadership really looks like. Late in the second quarter, New England faced a critical 3 RD and 10 deep in enemy territory. Rookie quarterback Drake May, under pressure in just his 3rd career start, dropped back and found Ramondre Stevenson on a short route. What looked like a routine check down quickly turned into a 23-yard chunk play, and a key first down, thanks to a heads-up, selfless play from Diggs. Lined up wide left, Diggs didn't even look at the football. His assignment was simple, but crucial. Sell the route, get in position, and throw a legal pick without drawing a flag. And he did it to perfection. The move created a lane for Stevenson to turn upfield, untouched for nearly 15 yards before contact. It was a textbook example of veteran football IQ, one that doesn't show up on the stat sheet but does show up on the tape. Head coach Mike Vrabel saw it immediately and made sure to call it out post-game. He did his job, Vrabel said. That's a veteran knowing the play, executing the details, and putting his teammate in position to succeed. We need more of that. What makes it even more impressive is that just a week earlier, Diggs missed that exact same block on the same play design down in Miami. That time, the result was a stall drive and 0 yards. But rather than sulk or point fingers, Diggs owned the mistake. He watched the film, corrected the error, and made sure it didn't happen twice. "You don't hear my name too much when it comes to blocking," Diggs said after Wednesday's practice. "But I try to show up when I can. I'm a veteran and a leader on this team. Holding myself accountable is number one. If your best players are out there throwing blocks, it creates a chain reaction. That's not just talk. That's the Patriot way in action." Since arriving in New England, Diggs has quietly embraced a role that's different from what fans in Buffalo or Minnesota might be used to. Through 3 games, he's pulled in 13 catches on 15 targets for 112 yards. Efficient, but modest numbers for a guy with 4 Pro Bowls to his name. After posting 57 yards in his Week 1 debut, he hasn't topped 40 yards in a game since. But here's the thing. You won't hear a single complaint out of him. Comparison is a thief of joy. Diggs said. Whatever's on your plate, you've got to eat it. I want to make sure I scrape the plate. I promise you, I'll leave no crumbs. That mindset speaks volumes. Because in a wide receiver room that's still figuring out its identity, rotating guys like Kendrick Bourne, Demario Douglas, and rookie Jalen Polk, Diggs has brought consistency, professionalism, and a willingness to do whatever the team needs. He's played in just 54% of offensive snaps so far, largely due to his recovery from an ACL tear suffered last October. But now that he's healthy, he's focused on contributing in any way possible. I'm here for whatever they need, Diggs said. I'm a veteran. I'm healthy. Shout out to God. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just going to handle what's in front of me. Inside the locker room, that kind of presence doesn't go unnoticed. When your best route runner is out there setting picks for a running back, it raises the standard across the board. And with a young quarterback like May still finding his rhythm, guys like Diggs are critical. Not just for what they do with the ball, but for everything else they bring to the huddle, the sideline, and the meeting room. Coach Vrabel emphasized that Diggs' snap count will continue to fluctuate depending on matchups, game plans, and health. But make no mistake, when his number is called, the veteran wideout is going to be ready, and he's not interested in chasing stats. He's chasing wins. For a Patriots team that's starting to build some identity under a new regime and a rookie quarterback, having a guy like Stefon Diggs in the building is pure gold. He's not just producing. He's leading by example, keeping the locker room locked in and reminding everyone that greatness starts with the little things. So let's give it up for the veterans stepping into a new chapter with grit, humility, and heart. Pats Nation, this is the kind of player you rally behind. And if this team keeps stacking plays like that 3RD and 10 conversion in Pittsburgh, plays built on timing, trust, and teamwork, don't be surprised if they start stacking wins too. Let's dive into the latest out of Foxborough. The Patriots' wide receiver room is full of talent, but 3 weeks into the season, consistency has been hard to come by. There have been flashes, moments, but the offense is still looking for that rhythm, that reliable flow that turns good teams into great ones. Head coach Mike Vrabel addressed the situation this week, and while he's not sounding any alarms, he's making it clear. This group needs to keep grinding. I just think, keep doing what they've been doing, Vrabel said. There are opportunities out there. We just have to find them and make the plays we're supposed to make. Vrabel pointed out key moments like Keyshawn Bout's third and long route or Stefon Diggs inside breaks, plays that show what this group can do. He also praised Diggs for his off-ball impact, like springing Ramondre Stevenson for a big gain thanks to solid blocking. That's the kind of hustle and awareness that wins games. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't about effort alone. The execution has to match the potential, the timing, the chemistry, the precision. And all of that is still coming together between this receiver group and second-year quarterback Drake May. Growing pains are real, but so is the pressure. September's nearly done, and in this league, every week matters. Vrabel knows the receivers want the ball. They want the touchdowns. But he's hammering the basics, spread the ball, hit your marks, and play in rhythm. The good news? There's still time. The even better news? Week 4 offers a perfect test. The Carolina Panthers are heading into Gillette, and that means a chance for the Patriots to show growth, command, and control. Pats Nation, this is where the season starts to take shape. The question now, will this offense rise to the occasion or let the early season stumbles define them? Stick with Pat's News Center for all the updates, breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes insight. Let's go, Foxborough faithful, big week ahead. Go Pats!